I guess the big question that everybody's asking is, how is this going to work this time? How is it going to be freakier than last time?
What a good way to bring up the new title of the film, Freakier Friday. It's freakier.
It is freakier.
Yeah?
There's different kinds of switches. I'm a mom now.
Right.
To a teenager.
That makes me a
that's
grandma.
already a freaky scene.
Okay. So are you two switching bodies again?
We're not telling you
can't
who's
tell you
switching
that
with
part.
who, but people switch.
People switch.
Because it's a body switch comedy. But it's actually, it's freakier, it's funnier, it's much more emotional, because, there's more at stake.
Yeah.
I'm now a grandma, she's a mom, she has a child, there's marriage, there's loss. They're all of the things that make this story so relatable to people.
And we don't just get you two. We also get Mark Harmon and we get Chad Michael
Oh,
Murray back
please.
again.
Please, we did the table read.
Yeah.
And everybody loved it, and people were laughing, and it was so great, and the girls were great, and we have a bunch of funny cameo people came in, and of course everybody's
We have some
scoring.
great cameos.
Great,
Okay.
funny cameos. And then all of a sudden, we got to the part in the script where Chad Michael Murray walks back in, and I swear to God, every woman at the table went like this. Every single woman leaned forward, and then the laughs started coming, and we finished that table read, and I remember looking at the heads of Disney and the producers and the director, and I was like, we need to stretch that taffy.
We have some really funny scenes.
Really funny. He's
two of us
so
with Chad.
great. He's so great. And there's music, and this one
Yeah,
gets
there's a
to
lot of
sing.
music.
I was going to say.
This one gets to sing, and I was telling her earlier today, the song she sings is so beautiful, and it's in my ear, and I cannot get it out of my ear.
Well,
I
you'll be
hummed
hearing it
it
again
on my
Monday
way.
and Tuesday.
Thank you. But it's just beautiful what they're able to put together.
Did you, did that give you the itch again? Lindsay, when you were singing, does it give you the itch to want to put out more music?
Yes, it always does.
Yeah.
It always does. But in this is different because I'm playing a lot of guitar with the singing, so that was kind of newer than the first one I did, but I haven't in so long
Right.
played guitar in my personal life. So that's been fun to do. I love singing.
I wanna shout out, take me away.
Are you encouraging her to get back in the
Completely.
studio? Okay.
Look, listen, I've said it publicly, and I'm sure PETA or the ASPCA is going to be boycotting me. I would give my dog a permanent limp. Just a little limp. He's sweet. He's so well taken care of. I would give him just a little limp if I could sing. I can't sing, and when I hear young people, old people, it's such a beautiful art form, and I can't do it. And so But by the way, Rooney is like the greatest dog. I'm just saying like a little limp.
Okay, let's just put that out there.
Well, no, I'm not going to hurt my Rooney. Are you kidding?
We get it. You just want, you'd give anything.
Yes,
Almost anything.
including like a little limp to my dog.
I think I'm gonna get you like a rap.
I'm gonna
vocal coach.
get
So that and
canceled
I'll
now.
take
It's me, Mom.
You're not my mother.
I feel like that it works so well with you guys on screen and on camera because we saw how happy you were for all of the real life stuff that Lindsay was going through. So it just you guys feel so believable to us.
Well,
we've stayed in touch too.
That's what happens when you're 15 and 35 and you have a moment together that then becomes a big moment in both of our lives for our work, for our livelihoods, for our families. I mean, it was a big moment. It was unexpected to me, and it was a fun ride. And I'm not going to have that moment with a 15-year-old person and then never speak to them again.
Yeah, Jamie, you were very present in my life after that and throughout the years. I always have come to you for advice and things like that. So we've stayed in touch in that
how
way.
so?
I mean, just over life things that have happened.
Because, I would like to say I'm a solid person, and we have been intimate with each other. What we've shared, the personal stuff, like, who do you go to with that stuff? And particularly for a young woman, I would hope she would come to her movie mom and say, hey, this is happening, or what do you think I should, this is what I'm thinking. And then I'm not going to give her advice, but I'm certainly going to listen, and that's just friendship.
One thing we know about you always is that you stand for women, you rep women,
Yes.
you lift women up. And so I kind of want to do a little bit of that here with the two of you today and talk about just what is it about the other one that you're such a big fan of?
Well, you have so much wisdom. Jamie exudes wisdom, and she's always
Facts.
sharing everything that you know with everyone. Even when I come to you about other ideas for just movies and stuff, you come back to me with this whole book of knowledge from past actors and films and just everything. And aside from that, it's life, just life experience. I know that you're always so warm and welcoming to people, and you care so much. She wears her heart on her sleeve to everyone that's around, and so you're just a very loving, giving person. That's so true. I'm not just saying that.
And I'm not just saying that when you meet someone when they're 15 and you recognize the depth of their talent as an artist and how complicated life in front of lenses is when you're 15 years old. I have recognized the artist, and you only hope that you're going to emerge from the glare whole and with a sense of yourself and with a mind of your own. And all of that is very challenging for any young person coming up, let alone with all of this pointed at them. And she's done so.
Yes, indeed.
And I mean, we've talked about it off camera. I'm most impressed she moved to Dubai by herself for 5 years.
Right.
I kept thinking she had met her husband there, and I said, "Oh, did your husband take you to Dubai?" And she said, "No, I went there on my own. I needed to get out of New York. I'd been there for work." She did humanitarian work there. And I said, "Wait a minute, you just lived in Dubai by yourself for 5 years?" And she said, "Yeah." And that to me, I mean, to me made me go, "Oh, I get it."
Yeah.
She needed to find her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, as she's so articulately said, realized she missed, like she had to step out of it until she realized she missed it.
Right.
And now she's back with a vengeance.
I think when you would do something for so long and it's so at your disposal, you forget how much you want to learn to appreciate it again.
Sure.
And I felt I was craving that. I was like, I don't want to do it again until I really love it again. And I needed that. So I waited until I felt that itch.
But most
again.
young people just don't do that.
Right.
That's why I'm saying there's a center to Lindsay that is impressive.
Was that your kind of like I don't know, where you really felt when you moved to Dubai, you found yourself, you found like what really means everything to you?
Yeah, I think just stepping away from all of, I used to call it the noise, but it's not really the noise. Just kind of the industry.
You're right, it is the noise.
Just
awful.
taking a moment just to be with me.
Yeah.
And like spend time with family and have them come visit me and me visit them, and just out of the attention of it all. I think it's nice, and I think we move so fast, especially nowadays, that we all forget to take time for ourselves.
Amen.
And I think that's such an important
by
thing to do.
taking
Wherever you
that
find
time, you then found your husband.
Yeah.
And then now you've made a beautiful son together, and you have this gorgeous life together. Like, that's what happens.
Yeah.
When you actually do that. So it's to me, that's just a great testament to her understanding of what she needed rather than what everyone else needed for her.
Yeah,
and
that's a good way to put it.
I did not have, I think that tells me everything I need to know about her.
Well, all of us that were rooting for you are now cheering for you
Right.
because you have, built this life that is so fantastic. And then we see this woman that sits in front of us today when we all watched.
And wait until you see this movie.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to, we're almost finished with it. And, I didn't know going in. You kind of know, you hope, there's all that. It is fantastic. It's everything
it's different than
you want
think.
it to be.
I think it's different than we imagined
Without
going
question.
into it. It's so much bigger.
So much bigger, so much deeper, so much more like emotional and loving and funny AF. I mean, it is seriously funny. And like, there's something, I can't tell you what it is, but Lindsay came up with this physical gag that happens very early on in the movie. That
think of what it is.
I'll tell you
Okay.
afterward on camera.
Because there's a lot of them that
I know, but like everyone is
I'm
feeling
like, let me
really
fall
free.
somewhere.
We have a woman director, Nisha Ganatra, and I feel like that women power is allowing all of us to explore this. And
Yeah, she's
we have
letting
2
us
young
really
girls
ad-lib
in the
a lot,
movie.
which is fun.
So it's special, and it's super special to be back here with Lindsay.
Can we play a quick edition of Two Truths and a Lie,
Uh-oh.
Freakier Friday edition? You guys think of 2 truths and a lie, and I gotta try to guess what the lie is.
Watch this.
Okay.
My favorite food is Mexican luchia candy, the kind of sour, sweet, goopy stuff.
I can't think of it.
A bowl of cereal, or sardines.
2 of those are true, 1 is a lie. Sardines is so out of pocket, I think that's a truth. So I'm gonna say cereal is the lie. Cereal is your favorite
Cereal
food.
is my, like, desert island. Give me a
Mine
bowl of Lucky Charms, and I am
Jamie Lee Curtis, I knew I loved you.
Lucky Charms.
I knew I
Sweet
loved
surprises, magically
Yes.
delicious.
you. Oh, it's
I
my Lucky
I'm trying
Charms.
to
And I still have cavities from
I'm
that
so
cereal.
bad at this. You see me thinking.
It's
everyone's
okay.
seeing me think over there.
It's okay.
All you have to do is think of 3 things to eat. And
I know, I'm there.
Make one of them, and one thing
But
you don't
I don't like
eat.
to lie.
Well,
That's why it's so hard
it's
for me.
okay, Lindsay. I'm gonna give you. I'm your movie mommy. I'm gonna give you permission.
It's okay.
So just say
Um,
there are 3 things that I like.
My
to eat.
favorite foods are chicken parmesan, spicy tuna roll, and McDonald's cheeseburger.
Oh man, come on. Okay, so I love a spicy tuna roll, so I'm gonna ride with you on that. And I love a McDonald's cheeseburger, so I'm gonna say chicken parm is the lie. Is that right?
They're all my favorite.
She just punked you with
Because
no
everyone
lies.
needs a burger once in a while from McDonald's. Come on a long road trip or something.
Wow.